guys? Alright, my name is Bodhi. I talk about spirituality, philosophy, psychology, sciences, pretty much any topic that has to do with the self, the mind, and reality, trying to understand what it means to be human, and so on and so on. And I've stumbled across this video that I am so freaking happy that YouTube recommended it to me. This is an awesome song. I heard it once when I first found it, and this is my second time hearing it. And just to say what he's saying in this song, it is extremely accurate to my internal dialogue. Like, so accurate, so accurate. So I wanted to react to this song and give my thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and also go to the original song and give him a listen, because this artist is truly amazing. So, alright, let's listen to this.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place, and my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me?
Oh man, there is just so much going on in this music, like in this song. Obviously that crazier sounding voice is his shadow self. The Satan within, the lower self. And the calmer voice is his higher self. Yeah, so what's going on here is what's written all throughout mythology and religions and spirituality, which is this internal struggle between being good, righteous, or wicked, being good or bad. And what happens is that the more righteous you try to be, the more aware that you become that you're wicked. So it becomes this trap where like the brighter your light is, the darker the shadow, the more pronounced the shadow is. Because if you have this concept of good and you see the opposite within yourself, which it is, then you're gonna build this type of dialogue. You're gonna build this internal struggle, and what it leads some people to going through, like the aspect of it that becomes mental illness, is that your higher self can't handle your lower self, right? So because it can't handle it, you start to develop self-hatred, because you hate you hate yourself, because your higher self sees all this wickedness within you and you can't get rid of it, right? And even if you can get rid of it, as an action, you might still have the thought, and then it becomes like an internal struggle, and so on and so on. But let's keep going with the music, because this is just amazing.
Me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one, split in two, that makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me.
Hold up, let's go back a little.
For doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one, split in two, that makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
Oh my god, bro.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So care of the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
Oh my goodness, bro. Oh man. Whew. I was trying not to give too many interpretations and stuff because I wanted you to like really hear the song fluidly. But this message is just the most profound thing I've found in such a long time, such a long time. Because what he's describing to us is that this voice within us that tells us we're not good enough. When you do something good, it's like, oh, you're just being pretentious, you're just being shallow, you're just being self-centered, you're just being, you're just patting yourself on the back, you're patting yourself on the head, so on and so on. That voice is eternal. That's the adversary. Within spirituality, that is the adversary. That is the thing that sort of forces you to overcome it. But then he goes into this positive voice and he tells us that's eternal also, and it goes by many names, and some of us call it hope. And that's that thing that keeps us going, that keeps us trying to climb higher. Part of what I'm getting from this is that we're supposed to what happens is, the brighter your light, the darker your shadow, because you're becoming more aware of what's wrong with you, right? And what we need to do is put that aside and stop trying to be God. Stop trying to be the best, the most righteous. Because if you're trying to be the most righteous, then there's going to be a lot of stuff within you that you got to get rid of, and that's going to be a difficult task. And it's also not giving in to the serpent, to the adversary, and believing that you're worthless and not capable of rising to the occasion. So there's just so much going on in this video that it's hard to put it all into words, but yeah, this is literally my internal dialogue. When, like, all of the philosophy, all everything that I talk about, it was forged in hell. Like, it was literally forged in hell. Like, I created all of these ways of looking at things, the things that I talk about, my opinions, I created them in the middle of the war with the serpent, with the adversary. And in the sense, the adversary is what led me, what inspired me to create everything I've created. So that adversarial energy is necessary in a sense, not necessary to hold on to or to keep forever, but without it, then you'll be completely complacent and completely content with where you are right now, which is actually what's being taught in Buddhism and Taoism, at least in Taoism, and it is a perfect way to go about it. But then you have to accept that you're not going to do that big of a thing. You'll find peace, but you're not going to do a big, like, you're not going to have that inspiration to do something tremendous. And some people might find a way to create and be inspired and do things without these energies, but I'm not aware of it. I don't know how they do that. So yeah, but from my perspective, my dark night of the soul, which lasted years, my mental illness, my all of those negative voices, all of those things that happened to me, that's what inspired me to rise to the occasion, to stand on my own 2 feet, to shout from the rooftop, I am human and I will not lay down without a fight. And that is it's everything, man. It's fucking everything, bro. It's inspiration itself. It's, like he says, inspired the string to be strung, like, my goodness, like this, to be honest, when I first heard this song, it brought a tear to my eye because of how beautifully portrayed was my internal dialogue. But let's hear the rest of this.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Oh my goodness. So that was High Ren. High Ren. This is... Oh my goodness. Like, this song just came out a few days ago. You have to give it a listen. The original song, because I want him to get the credit that he deserves, because this was an absolutely amazing song that... Yeah, I was in a pretty weird place when I found it, and it set me straight, because it makes me... It helped me find meaning in my suffering, in my... that turmoil that exists within my mind. And it's it's hard to explain how profound I found this song, and it has such a beautiful message. Perhaps we can't get rid of that dark, that bad voice within us that tells us all the negatives. But without that, we wouldn't be able to see the other side. But what I would like to say is that this higher self, right? the positive self, the one that reminds you you are worthy, that's what you're supposed to listen to. And when the serpent speaks to you, if you're aware of it, remember that the other voice is the one you're supposed to follow, and you're supposed to stand on your own 2 feet and be yourself. Now, there are deeper messages found within certain spiritual practices and religions that teach us to sort of put down these voices and to just be yourself. Because, you know, it's possible. I think it's possible to not pay attention to the dark voice that puts us down. I think it's completely possible. But something that we do need to accept, that both of these voices are us. We are it. It is in us. The God and the devil is within us. And as the Bible says, this is not a battle of the flesh. It's a battle of... I'm trying to remember how to say it in English. Postestales is a Spanish word. It's principles. It's a battle of principles. And I believe we can win. I believe that that voice of hope, that voice that causes you to rise up and to innovate and to make things better and to shake the world in a positive way, to wake people up, that voice is a very powerful voice, and we need to believe it. We need to believe it with all our hearts. Alright, man. Man. This song really... Oof. It's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. But I'm gonna leave it there. Take care of yourselves, and remember, you are worthy, you are good enough, and you will accomplish great things as long as you apply yourself to do it. And when you're in the midst of that battle, when you feel like it's all but lost, don't give up. Keep going. Keep going, and you will make it. Anything you put your mind to will be accomplished. Never give up.